now, we're finally heading into the draft for game number 2. Oh, whoa, that's a fanny ban.
Yeah.
So now we'll be seeing what priority will Aurora MLBB be having for their first pick. Will it still be the high loss or the Roger? It's open. And the Harith is gone as well, so I'm not entirely sure if Team Liquid would want to prioritize their Benny hero given the circumstances. But the high loss is available and up for grabs if they wanted to do so. But I'm not entirely sure if I'd want them to immediately go for the Sanji hero again if it were to be a Vexana.
Yeah.
It's not. If not, I'd agree with that. Yeah, I heard the Zask.
Well, Zask for Sanji. With the Zask for Sanji paired up with a high loss would be good. Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
So they could go Roger for Demon Kite. Doesn't have to be a doming pickup. But the Edith is open for Edward. Still very good. I'd want to see them go ahead and just pick up an early Tig. Tig and Terizla might be okay. Or Tig and Edith would be good as well. Just beef up the front line of your Aurora. While TLPH later on can go ahead and pick up a Moscow for Benny.
How likely...
Or save it, or...
No, I'm thinking how likely are we going to see TLPH just stick with their comfort picks? If not the Moscow, the carry of
carry
Benny Cutie. Since
yeah, especially if this is going to be a very tanky 2 picks.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
See, I could feel it too. So the Edith is there. Will they be picking up another tanky hero? Wait, was that the Valentina? Okay, never mind. But still, it could be potentially a great answer in anticipation of whichever other frontline heroes Aurora MLBB might be picking up later on.
I think this is most likely a frontline, excuse me, not frontline, but Rome high loss for JP.
Yeah.
By the way, for you, Valentin is his most used hero, his most iconic, and he's won 21 out of 45 games in MPL Philippine history. So that's quite impressive, like roughly around 50%. So it's like if you shoot 3-pointers, you're making it around almost 45% of your threes. But TLPH are still going to go into the Nolan. Good ban on the Tigreal.
Okay, at least they take out one of the biggest problems they faced earlier, which was again the Tigreal. But then, so they will still save Benny's hero for last.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a possible similar kind of composition from the previous game, where they might just be totally reliant on Benny's late game marksman hero, unless I mean I'm not entirely sure because the Lunox is still open, but it's not necessarily going to be matched up against the Harriet anymore. So yeah, they take out the Grok as well. They're limiting the setup heroes right now for both of these teams. What's left? The Minotaur?
Yeah, Minotaur for JP is still going to be open, but I really think this is going to be a Rome Minotaur, and the EXP is going to be different. But with the presence of the Roger, the Valentina, it might actually be good. Kaja's still open, eh? But in terms of the typical combo, Kaja, Zask, well, that might help Zask with clearing up the menu wave just a little bit better, but you don't really need it. And that puts a lot of pressure into the high loss. But you can afford to go pick off Rome because you have the Zask's Dominator Descent, but that would mean Sanji would have to frontline a little bit more. Hey, okay, that might be an option.
The positioning might just be a little bit more tricky for Sanji here. Especially as he might be the go-to ultimate that you will be copying later on, if not the Glorious Pathway. Oh, I heard the Lolita. I heard the Lolita. Okay. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Was it obvious?
I'm happy with the Lolita too.
Oh.
It didn't even cross my mind. Is this gonna be the first Lolita game for JP? I'm gonna have to double check. It is.
So
the man's only played like 4 roamers.
Yeah, I mean they
took
out the Jawhead and the True. So
yeah, this is now the 5th. This is a different pick for JP.
So they'd be more willing to give over the potential Numenon Blast rather than the Minion Fury.
Yeah, for Doming. Oh man, it's so tough. Roger's so good. Claude, 2 Divey, Roamer for Energy.
Did you hear that, Melissa? Oh, wait, Angela, I heard threads and I thought
it's been
Melissa.
a while.
Wait. Oh, was that Joy?
Yeah, it's a Joy Jungle, Gold Roger, my Rome Angela against a high loss Zask.
Oh, wait,
And
wait,
then
wait,
it is
wait,
a
wait, wait.
Moskov.
Okay, the Joy Chella combo does seem terrifying, but Team Liquid, I feel like they have enough ways to
Yeah.
escape and get away from all those rhythms of joy and
Yeah.
whatnot. So,
This is
Okay.
tough for. This might be really tough for RORA. Not saying, and I'm not, I'm not saying the writing's on the wall and we're gonna be seeing a game number 3, but Joy historically does not fare well anymore in MPL Philippines since she started to
Yep.
dip out. This is very magic damage based. It's like, okay, you're trying to get the early game, but it seems like TLPH has that. Oh, this is gonna be tough.
I'd like to believe Aurora MLBB are sticking with their comforts. So let's see how this goes, and let's head into game number 2 together with our casters, Leo and Naisu.
If not for that Lolita, Aurora's last 2 picks might have been very different. Joseph, do you concur?
Welcome
I concur,
to
man.
Mobile
Lolita.
Legends.
She's been making waves so far in the current meta in this season, and whether or not that's with the infamous Hanabi pick, she still provides so much to the lineups here, and I can't wait to see how this unfolds.
Aurora starting out strong, currently at match point. Want to take Team Liquid down, but with the way things went, again, as mentioned by Brigida and Renmar, this is JP's first outing with the Lolita in Season 14. So let's see if Team Liquid can take us to the distance. Look at it as gold lane matchup. Also, if I'm not mistaken, the first time we're seeing an Angela?
There's a lot of I don't know about first exactly, but the Angela is there. Hold on, Yue.
Yue!
He's gonna get forced out. Good damage too from Demon Kite, and that's what I want to talk about as well. The fact that we have a temporal rain emblem here for Demon Kite, and also the Warcry emblem this time for Edward. They want to fight, and JP, he's gonna get stunned, slowed down here, has to flicker out.
Broke the tether just at the last second.
Wow, okay. Still, Demon Kite being a nuisance, trying to get that level 4. Well, so once he pops that ultimate, he's able to do a little bit more. A little more dashes, a little more damage.
Yeah, leave those beats in and then dash in from target to target, almost Lancelot-like.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what the Temporal Rain is looking to do. But that aside, Joseph, look, am I, what's going on? Warcry Edith?
That's so one of the main things that stood out to me there was Warcry Edith. And it's really easy. Edith already does good damage.
Yeah.
Not to mention the CC that she provides, crowd control. Once she pops the Primal Wrath, though, it's so easy to proc the Warcry emblem, and then she does even more damage.
Not even. You just flicker in, onward, Earth Shatter, basic attack, and then Bob's your uncle. That's when you go Primal Wrath. Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, it makes that pew, pew, pew even harder.
Hit harder.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. The flicker in.
There's the flicker in, and now Sanford in trouble. As he goes down, and here's the clap back from TLPH, going to be able to focus down, and they take out Edward. So the 1-for-1, Sanford for Edward.
All right, now the Turtle up next on the docket. The Hitman still not at level 4, while JP is
He's about there.
yeah, same. I mean, Renegade hit it first, so now Aurora have map-wide presence as long as Renegade can hit the, not the WoW, but hit the hard guard fast enough, then he can suddenly help out wherever he's needed, which should help here in this first Turtle, spawning up on top already. JP and Carl Teasy working on it.
And again, something you always have to point out too is the fact that once Moskov is in play, you can just appear where you need to as long as you hit that ultimate, that Spear of Destruction, and there it is. First objective already being secured very quickly, of course, for TLPH. Taking a look at the items too. No first items falling into place besides that Sky Piercer.
That's right. The rushed Sky Piercer, the only item that Doming built up, which, by the way, isn't hurting him as much. The Moskov isn't hurting him very much. Oh, no! Whoa, 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 whoa.
Right on the edge.
The
Yue.
stolen Dominator's Descent. Now
Uh-oh.
JP's in trouble.
JP's in trouble. Heart Guard going to be used as well. They don't press it any further under the turret. Still, though, in the mid lane, they'll get forced back. A lot of good exchanges there, though, but no one ultimately going down.
All right. Some disciplined calls from Aurora. they know exactly what Team Liquid PH is capable of, even early on. Like, Carl TZ just built his Hunter Strike, so if he was in range, he could burst him down. That could have been bad for Demon Kite, who, by the way, is still proving us wrong so far. The Joy not dying, the Joy not having any trouble against the Nolan, who's, by the way, I think tier S right now
S-tier, yeah.
the jungle, against a Joy who's so rogue. Like, when was the last time we saw Joy?
I feel like I saw it pop up once last week, and it didn't. I don't know the exact stats, but I don't think she usually works out.
And she's holding her own.
Yeah.
Demon Kite first built up a
He got the Blood Wings. I
Blood
think it was.
Wings, yeah.
Yep.
So he should be able to dive in before Red is able to. Wait, what?
There's.
Here we were trying to break down the game on a very intellectual level, and Edward and Sanford just go for a recall battle.
They know at that point when it's just them in the lane, nothing much is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like it's Hylos and Enida.
I mean, not until the team fight breaks out.
Yeah, I mean, at least in their lane by themselves, and they're just going to go ahead and freeze it up before that turtle comes up, too. So now they're primed and ready to go ahead and contribute to that fight.
Yep. Oh, here we go. Second turtle spawned up.
There it
Edward
is.
sandwiched.
Yeah, now they're looking to sandwich here onto the turtle pit. Carl TZ in trouble. There's the damage we were talking about from Demon Kite as he gets the turtle as well. And now JP going to get run down, stuck in a bad place as he's whittled down as Renegade gets the kill. Yue's able to flicker out, avoiding Sanford. And looking for more. Sanji in trouble as Domeng comes in to get the kill.
All right, from top to mid to the turtle take, and now the purple steal. Aurora are leveraging one of the strengths that a Joy and only a Joy has. Kit-wise, like she's able to deal so much reliable DPS, magic DPS at that, and go from target to target and not really stop like an Energizer Bunny. Oh wait, 1v1. All right.
Okay. Domeng's had Renegade for the majority of this game so far. Going to be able to go ahead and stay in that lane. And also, you're taking a look at the items here. Fallen in place. Corrosion Scythe there now, finally here for Benecuti as he continues to farm up.
Yep.
Here in the bottom side once again.
Domeng!
Going to get stunned. Has the heal, though, from the waves.
Wow.
And he knows it. He's feeling good about it, too.
Clutch. Love waves from Renegade, who, by the way, just built up the photo. Edward missing the mark. No one home on that Earth Shatter. Wow, Team Liquid PH have to send extra dudes down bottom to make sure that Aurora don't take over because, yeah, you're right, Joseph, as long as it's just Domeng and Renegade, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah. They're fine here. And look at this. Demon Kite gets the
Carl!
hard guard. Going to run down Carl TZ. He's going to show him his haircut. And he takes out the kill.
He's styling.
Styling.
He's risen with the new do. And Renegade gets hit.
Oh, okay.
No
It's
follow through.
a good thing he had the flicker. Right?
Fine. Yeah, he had to flicker away or else. Now down bottom, Domeng versus Sanji and JP.
Was a
Look
toss
at
up.
how fast Aurora's going.
Oh, Sanford. He's Hylos, but he's able to get away. JP and Sanji here to help the fight. Tanky enough, holds it on his own. Edward now could be in trouble, gets cut off. Void the Glorious Pathway. Will scoot on out of there. Yue also having the Dominator's Descent. The focus here on the purple buff. Now Domeng jumps in with a Lycan Pounce. Won't be able to pick anything up, but the turtles for the taking, and Demon Kite is starting it up. Does Carl TZ have what it takes to go ahead and steal this?
Oh no.
I don't think he does.
You got Yue with the Dominator's Descent, really not much CC there, but the threat of damage was enough
Yeah.
to stop Team Liquid PH in their tracks. Amazing work by Aurora scoring that last turtle.
That's at this point too for RORA. It's a very minor lead from them, but just looking at the team fighting potential, I think the switch flips here. The later the game goes, TLPH can flip the switch in their favor, and I think even the last game we saw glimpses of it. It's just RORA didn't allow it to get out of hand. And so as long as RORA can play around this kind of like early game, mid game transition that they have, then it's good for them. But if TLPH gets those sets, how many close sets have we seen so far?
Yep.
Even with a Lolita, for example.
And more than just the sets, I think it's range. Team Liquid PH have to play around Moskov and Sanji to be able to deal the DPS. They have to watch out for that as we watch out for Week 5 tickets. They're
There
running
it
out
is.
fast. Get yours now. Just head on to the ph-mpl.com for ticketing details. We hope to see you here at Week 5. Back to the action here. I'm guessing if this does make it to an enhanced Lord and
Yeah.
Aurora hasn't won yet, that's maybe where Team Liquid PH can start to, you know, rev back up.
Rev back up. Especially once Benny Cutie gets to this point in the Mozkov. Demon Kite now go ahead and pump out some damage on Sanford, but he's tanky enough. Carl Teasy as well has to play a little defensive here under the turret while the rest of the team gets the vision. And really, there's not much more that I feel like RORA can do until this Lord is up. They can't really push any other turret. Maybe the tier 1 in the mid lane if they're able to get an advantage, but right now it's just kind of the stalemate where they get as much as they can here, especially defensively before the first Lord fight.
I'd reckon leverage the whole cross-map play, you know, just while you can and while it's free, while Benny Cutie isn't as confident in throwing out the SOD. Oh, wait, Edward? Oh, he's fine. While Benny Cutie isn't so confident with the SOD and clicking it actually teleport,
Yeah.
keep pushing the split lanes, man. Maybe mid if it's free, but yeah, look, this is the right call. Leave a fat wave down bottom, and then threaten the major objectives, tier 1 in mid and the Lord.
Oh, Edward gonna jump in with the flicker, and now they're gonna have to force the fight. Edward deleted. Doom Blast gonna be dropped down too, but Demon Kite pops the beats. He'll be able to find JP. Lord still being ignored for now. They want more fights, more blood. As Sanford's still healthy enough, and they back it off, only losing Edward, the 1-for-1 trade.
All right, both Dominator's Ascent, the real one and the stolen one, used up already. Doming looking for Carl. Carl knows he does have the backup from Sanford. And what this does open up for is another ramp up to a cross-map play. Oh, looking for the steal. Doesn't get it. Bottom still has that fat wave. And DK cleaning up that top.
So you know when we see that last fight here, I think, again, RORA still has like this little advantage. And I almost want to say it's almost borrowed time because like you mentioned, even with Benny Cutie, once he gets these items locked in, taking a look at it, he's got the Trinity pretty much already locked in. So he's going to go for some defense, of course, because we saw it. Once Demon Kite gets that hard guard and they just kind of, you know, pop the beats and they just collapse down on TLPH, they just have to withstand that. And if they do, then a lot of that damage does fall off for RORA's lineup.
Yeah, as soon as they hit the RGM on Benny Cutie, it should be a better lookout. So I think we're on schedule, about 12, 13 minutes. And now Edward, again, playing footsies with 40 and JP. It's not as easy to engage on Aurora. Nothing comes for free here for Liquid.
So they're going to go ahead and start this up. Carl Teasy clearing out that mid lane. Both teams still holding on to tier 1 turrets. It's going to come down to which Rome actually decides to start things up, or possibly even for Edward to do what he did or tried to do in the last team fight, still waiting for that flicker to come up.
This is a long Lord shuffle because both teams understand that they have possibilities for cross-map plays. They can both, at the snap of a finger, a flick of a wrist, start something big. And it's a breath of fresh air, Joseph. I don't know if you agree with me, but this is a kind of matchup right now with both drafts wherein you know for sure when it's a point of no return, wherein the fight really starts.
Yeah, and with the Lord being less than half health here, you're not sure just yet if they're going to force it. It is going to go for a reset for now.
As long as the Glorious Pathway don't drop, or somebody commits a Numenon Blast, or Edward flickers combos, no true fight happens.
Yeah, nothing missed.
It is!
They're going to pull it now. Glorious Pathway drop down. Demon Kite will get the Lord. He has the heart guard. Runs down Sanford. Trying to get Edward. Spear Destruction going to be able to land on Edward. The shots come out. With Carl Teasy, JP jumps in. The clapback coming out here. There's the stun. The flicker out from Domeng. No one goes down by both teams. But the Lord secured for RORA.
A lot of battle spells spent over by the Northern Lights. 3K ahead. Enhanced Lord marching down bot. TLPH, I mean, they forced out a good chunk away from Aurora. But check this out. Sanji still has a flicker, and Ben Cutie still has a Purify. What?
Well, you don't have Carl Teasy anymore.
Yeah! That's not worth it. I would rather spend 6, 7 battle spells to save my core, my jungler. What was that?
Oh, man, I don't know. And Domeng definitely also feeling good about what just happened.
That was Doming and DK.
Domeng and DK trying to get this middle lane turret down too. They're going to get the tier 1. Do they still force a fight here? Sanford is going to spot out Demon Kite. Lord was already dealt with. So now RORA with a 5,000 gold lead looks to get some more turrets down and get to knock it on the base of TLPH.
Huge. Prior to that death on Carl Teasy about 10, 15 seconds ago, he was actually neck and neck with Demon Kite on net worth. Like
Yeah.
he was farming up pretty well for a team that was on the back foot. But now for sure Aurora are in such a dominant position. Even Sanford and JP have to consider where they lay down their zoning skills. Because that's what, 3 stacks
Yeah.
on Doming's Sky Piercer. If Sanji misses the Dominator's Descent, misses jumping into his ult by a millisecond, he gets popped by Doming.
That's the problem. Again, you know, when you're looking at this, Doming has had a relatively, like, a quiet game until now. He's just kind of, like, flipped the switch, and he's where he needs to be. And so not only is TLPH worrying about when Demon Kite gets a heart guard and that, you know, the combination comes through, but then Doming. Like, Doming is a threat now as well. And I just feel like Benny Cutie hasn't been there just yet, even though he has the items. Again, he has the items, but he's not able to find that positioning that favors him in the fight.
Because Aurora are denying it. Aurora aren't playing fair. This lineup that they drafted with the Angela and the Edith and even US stolen Dominator's Descent, more often than not, allow for Aurora to kind of dodge what usually really threatens these AoE-based lineups. Because again, Liquid PH, they want full-on 5v5. If I can sandwich and skewer 2 or 3 of you via my basic attacks on Benny, all the more. But because of how Aurora are able to cut right through that, aggressively flicker into a better position to try and ding, 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 that just ruins anything and everything Liquid has been doing or trying to do.
Yeah, not only that, but I think one of the weak points, I would say, in the Lolita is once you commit to that stun, that click on-demand stun, you could get thrown out of positioning. So then you're relying on Flicker and the Nuno Blast here. Lord giving a go signal, half health already. Benny Cutie still in the base, clearing out the waves there.
Oh,
They know this.
watch out for the SOD.
He's gonna go ahead and walk down to the fight as well. JP in the front of it all. Yue holding on to the Dominator's Descent as well.
That's a slow take.
4th health, quarter of the health. Glorious Pathway gonna be dropped down, and now they fight out for it. Demon Kite gets to the Lord, and Domang will pick up JP. Carl Teasy can't run away as well, as Domang picks up a double, looking for Sanford, and Sanford falls. Benny Cutie doesn't have enough health to survive, and now Sanji, the only one left alive, will get run down by UA Renegade, and here comes Demon Kite to dance all over his body as it's a wipeout, and RORA gets ready to march into the base with a massive lead. They don't need to wait for the Lord as they go ahead and sweep the Cavalry 2-0.
Back to back, Aurora MLBB upset the whole league, upset the world, taking down one of 2 titans of MLBB in Team Liquid Philippines. A 2-0 against Team Liquid PH. Whew, what is up with this week? Not a single 3-game series, Joseph.
This is the one